Hey guys, Swordsman here, and I got a bit of an introduction to Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalker 2012. Some of you guys might be familiar with the game that came out in 2009. It was on Xbox Arcade, available for download. It was a very good game. I downloaded it. I had a couple buddies, namely Lazy Boy, that I played with for a bit, and it was a pretty solid game. For those of you that may not be familiar, Magic the Gathering is a pretty old card game, where basically you assemble your deck, and each deck can be different, and a whole bunch of different cards and different colors and mana resources, and you lay down your lands, which is basically your power to cast spells, your mana, and then you bring out your creatures and your spells and your enchantments, things like that. And basically you battle against opponents, whether it be a 1v1 setting or a 2v2 setting. This here is a 2v2 setting against two random people on Xbox Live. It is, of course, myself and my buddy Delusional Kraut. You might remember him from our Nexus Wars video. We hopped on here last night, and I had not gotten too much of a chance to play around with this yet. I'd been a little bit busy with other projects and things going on. But yeah, we hopped into this game, and I did speed up a little bit here because it was a bit of a slow going. This is a 2v2. We were both kind of new to like the 2v2 areas, and like we weren't completely sure just what it was we were going to do, because it's a new game. New settings, new cards and everything, so we're just having some fun. And I ended up getting a pretty epic game, if I do say so myself. If you check out the lower left, you'll see that bar that's right below that portrait of the Asian chick. I just picked a random picture. And you'll see it has a number on it, 28 I believe now. Theirs has 30 at the top right. Those are our combined health pools. Delusional Kraut and I each score like a health pool that we need to try to keep above 0, otherwise we die. And if you just keep a gradual eye on here as we go through this game, you'll see our health pool getting lower and lower as we keep being attacked. But let's just say it's not a quick, easy knockout for our opponents here. Now, some of you guys may have played with the real cards back in high school, like 96, 98 type area, time era, whatever. I used to collect some of these cards. It wasn't really a major play. It was just something we played in study hall and things like that, or on the bus or whatnot when I was in high school. And then it sort of went away from me. I didn't really play it too much there for many years. I found a couple online versions, a couple programs where you can like build your own deck and things like that and play with a buddy. And had to punch in your IP address of your friend and send him an invite. And it's just like an old freaking program or anything. But if you play with the real cards, this can actually be a fairly expensive hobby. But when it comes to playing the game on Xbox Live, or it's available on PC, I assume it's also on PlayStation Network. So it's $10, 800 Microsoft points, $10 for Steam. I assume the pricing is similar if it's on PS3, which I assume it. I think the 2009 model came to PS3 at some point, so I assume it's there as well. I don't know. And I wanted to try to spread the good word about this game because it's a nice change of pace. It's a cheap game. That would be Molly in the background. She's such a diva. She loves saying hi to you guys. So say hi to Molly. Hey, don't laugh. Say hi to Molly. Say hi to Molly or I'll block you. I'm just saying. No, I won't. Well, I might. We'll see. But no, like, you just get some friends. You can do a variety of game modes. It has a single-player mode where the more you play, the more you win. You actually unlock more cards to make your deck stronger. I believe there are 10 different decks in this version, and each deck has, I want to say, 16 cards that you unlock by getting wins with that deck. So the more you play, the stronger your deck gets. You can mix and match decks a little bit based on who your opponents are going to be. Not all of them will be a solid color. Some will have multicolor, like black and green and red and blue or whatever, you know. And it's just a fun time. You can do one-on-one versus the campaign. You can do 2 versus 2 online like this. You can do private games with just your buddies. You can do free-for-alls of 3 people, 4 people. I guess a 2-person free-for-all wouldn't really be a free-for-all, but yeah, you know what I mean. It has an arch enemy thing where 3 of you get to team up against this like super enemy, which has like these really special cards that is strong enough to take on 3 different people, and that's a lot of fun. It's just For 800 Microsoft points, you're getting a good bit of entertainment if you are willing to put in some time to learn just some basic strategy and some understanding of how the game works. Like, Kraut and I are no means experts. We've both played before, but this is like one of those things where every couple of years some of the rules change and different things get added to the card game. Like, the game prior to this, we had to Google mid-match to try to look up what a turn was so we understood what our damn card did. And then once we understood what that card did, we were quite happy with how powerful it became, but then they freaking killed it. I had this awesome card. It had gotten buffed up to like 12-9, and before I got to attack with it, they fucking killed it, man. They fucking killed it. Oh, it was devastating. But as you can see, our health pool is 16. Theirs is 24. They got a healthy lead on us. We're trying to battle in here. We're trying to work our strategies. That green deck is starting to build up a bunch of elves, and it's just it's tricky. But there is strategy involved. There's some skill involved that you need to know what cards to play and when to play them, and how different cards interact with other cards. What decks will gel well with your opponent's decks, things like that. And all it really takes is some repetition and playing and understanding what your cards do, what your decks do. There's so many variations of the decks depending on how many cards you unlock and stuff. Like, the deck I'm playing with right now, I only had one extra card unlocked, and I was still able to be reasonably competitive with against these opponents. I believe Kraut had, I think his deck might have been full at that point. I'm not completely sure. He has been playing it mostly on PC, so his PC decks are a little more robust than his Xbox ones, but I don't have it for PC. Though, according to Kraut, it is a bit more user-friendly on the PC version, but that seems to only make sense because, I mean, you got a freaking mouse. You can just go to whatever card you want instead of having to move the thumbstick to navigate to what cards you want to view and things like that. But one thing I do want to stress is that if you've never played Magic the Gathering, or either the real cards or previous games, is I want to say the game is very beginner-friendly. It has a lot of useful tutorials. It will give you tips. It won't let you mess up too badly. Like, it will tell you what you can do. It'll kind of like hint, like, you should kind of put this enchantment over here. You can use this now. Whenever the cards glow like orange around, it means you can play them, so that way you don't gotta, like, if you have some awesome card sitting in your hand and you thought you couldn't play it, but you, like, didn't really go seeing that, like, oh my god, you can play it now, that type of thing. It does a good job of trying to guide you along to help you learn the game, so anyone that's new to the franchise can definitely pick this up. Any future videos I do of this will probably be done live commentary style, because some of these games can get a little bit long, and sitting here trying to commentate a game like this isn't going to work out too well, too often, I don't think. But if you can hear the actual in-game, well, not in-game, but like the audio between like Kraut and I as we're playing, I think that will be fairly interesting to you guys. It should provide some lulls and some fun stuff. I am going to be tweeting whenever I hop onto this to play, so if you want to play me, you want to hook up as a teammate, and you want to do arch enemy type thing, you know, you can definitely hook up with us and have some fun. Now, just at this point in the video, take a note at our health. We are very low. They have a lot of health. But it's time for us to make our move. Yeah, that's right, that's right. If you've been watching that health bar like I told you to, you expected me to lose, didn't you? Didn't you? We're going to give it a run for our money. We're not going to just roll over and quit like this, because we're in for a fight. So, I don't really know what else to say. Before that part in the beginning was sped up, this was like a 17-minute game. And there's no way you can really commentate this game for 17 minutes if you're not actually playing it live or whatnot. So, if you guys want to see more of this, by all means let me know. I have a fun time with it. It's just something you can get a bunch of friends, pile in here with, and have a good time. I might try to twist the arms of some of the D-Crew guys to get this game, because I can only imagine Jay and Stone drunk playing this game. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'll say this. That will lead to some fucking hilarious things. I wonder if Jay would rage quit Magic. Leave a comment if you think Jay would rage quit Magic. When drunk. We'll see. I don't know. Stone, maybe. Okay, not really too much left to cover here. We are winding down. I think there's about a minute left in the video. I do have plans for another Swordsman's Soapbox. It might be up today, it might be up tomorrow. It all depends, really. I'm hoping to spend today. This is being recorded at 10 a.m. Sunday morning, so I've already recorded one briefing room video for the week. This is my second video, and bam, there's the win. We'll see what all I can get done today. Take care, guys. Let me know what you thought of this game. See ya.